Okay, I leave you all for 2 seconds. 2 seconds. And there's some weird ass war going on. Guys. Guys. What's happening? What's going on? What's going on in this chat? Big Stinky. I'll leave you all for 2 seconds. Oh, I'm sorry, -4. I think we got counted up to. I'll put English subtitles on. You said 2 seconds. Listen, I have not played the Stanley Parable before. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. That's about right. That was not 2 seconds. I tried my best. I tried my best. Please enter the current time. It is 10:50. I should have went the opposite way. No, it's not 9 o'clock. 10:50. There we go. Okay, cool. 22:50. No, 10:50. Come on, man. We ain't in military hours. Why'd you do that to me? Oh, can't you hear it? The lovely office environment. Oh, it's mice in a bind. Alright, let's go. Let's go. I tried my best, Kirby. I tried to do 2 seconds. I tried my best, guys. The sound of the office. The hustle and bustle of the office life. Love that for me.
This is the
I don't
story of
wanna
a
skip
man
this.
named Stanley.
What a sad, lonely.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
427, baby, that's me.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
I'd love to.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Close it for 5 years right now, lol. I can.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
For 5 years.
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Hey, yo.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Hi, Cloud. Why are you saying hi? I'm so confused. What if I just stand here, though? Can I type? What does that say? I hate Mondays? I think everyone hates Mondays. Hello, Trashpad. Why? Guys, no. What if I just stay here? Do I get an achievement for that? No? Okay. Girl Mondays. The door won't open. Open the door. Please. Let me in. Armfield.
All of his co-workers will go.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy?
I might be.
Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks.
I've done
Now,
more
suppose
than
you were to
5.
click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
I've clicked the door more than 5.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause.
Can you hear my clicking?
Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly.
I think I've done 50 clicks. You guys ever played a clicker game? Yeah, cookie clicker. Yeah, man. I've literally was the top of cookie
I'm
clicker
still
at
not
some
feeling
point,
it.
so
I want this trophy to have meant something. It has
This
to be
is
a
meaning
true
something.
reward for valiant effort.
I'm
I want to
having
see
so
some
much
hustle,
effort
Stanley.
right
I want to
now.
see commitment, a willingness to go
I have
all the
so
way no
much
matter the
willingness.
cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks
Playing
into
my name
door
is Mayo
number
today.
417?
How long do you think you guys can sit here? I'm in the 1% of cookie clicker. I used to be. I was the top. I was one of the top players of cookie clicker at one point, and then I gave up. Stopped playing. The passion died. Skill issue. Wow, okay. I'm literally sitting here clicking 417 times. I think I actually got an achievement for this, so you think they're messing with me, because, like, this is taking a while. My hand's cramping up. Yes, okay. Is it worth it? That is a good offer. You should click the door 470 times. Yeah, well, here we go. The button bashing I can hear in both ears right now. In IRL and in game. It's terrifying. Anyone been counting? Anyone know what number I'm at yet? This is a great screenshot of a door I'm getting right now. No? $375. I don't know if that's the right count right now, buddy. If you have been counting, that's impressive as hell. Damn, this is gonna take a while, huh? Oh boy. Maybe I should have played Stardew Valley. Let people customize their own character with me. We'll have like the weirdest character in the world, it'll be great. I'll save it with my personal file. Goddamn. Check my 400 yet? I should speed it up a minute. You do know after 50 clicks you need to click 400. What? You mean I need to click the number 400? What are you on about? Don't put me off track. Let the door? Bro, if you mean the door. You don't mean the door.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
I swear to God, no. That'd be this back this way, right?
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
415 would be... Oh boy. Oh no. You know, I feel better moving at least.
Now, back to door number 437.
Oh boy. Can I sprint? Nope. This is lovely.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, The copy machine!
Do we have a photocopier in here? No, it's in another room. Great. Oh no. Oh boy. Did I walk past it? Am I blind? Guys, I think I'm blind. Oh. How? He's messing with me. Why? I just wanted to live my life.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, I got a problem here, boss. Got a problem here. I'm not good with the good old lefts and rights. And you messed up. Yeah, I realized that, Josephine. But it's too late now. We're in this room now. Trust you got a U in maths. I did not get a U in maths. I got a D in maths, okay? I got D. Because I sucked. Oh, trust got a U in maths. You got a U in maths? You right. I think this is left. D for these nuts. Got 'em. Yeah, man, you real got us.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Minus bird. Pre-review of weekend review office party. Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. I want to know who the whiteboard manager is. Tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda items. Right next day's agenda. Refeed. Not cost efficient. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Hire someone to segregate papers. Who moved my desk? Please keep the targets on the top of. All these squares make a circle. All these squares make it. Hey, whoa! Who clicking that? Come on. Let me read. No more charts, please, I'm begging. The boss appreciation minute. On your boss appreciation minute, circle the top 20 things you love the most about your boss. Fill out the solving personal conflict. Inclined to. I can't read. Please, sir. What are your dreams for the future? Transcend, plant life, football, lunch, metamorphosis, clear skin, less air. He smells. He yells at me. Who? What? Oh, your boss. Tips for not getting fired. Top class. Do unbelievably amazing work all the time, every day. I'd solve a... Let it boil up inside you. Take it out passive-aggressively and resent coworkers for not supporting you more. He doesn't pay me. Are you good? Okay, right, we're moving on. Oh, it's the broom closet from, did we get Chris out there?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Did we ever get Chris out of here, though? Can I take these?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
I love how I don't get paid as well. Free labor. We do it because we...
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Ah, sweet FA, my favorite thing to do. I'm gonna name this broom,
Are you
Tim.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing?
I'm naming the broom Tim.
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Eternal suffering to further the machine. I'm naming this Tim. Tim's a good friend of mine.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? I mean, if I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me, because literally, this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Fit in there? Can I reverse back into this little crevasse?
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Did you guys get the broom closet ending? It's honestly my favourite.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
Whoa.
He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
Whoa.
That or with drug money.
Hey.
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
I mean, hookers, okay, but drugs, damn, calm down. Where'd that come from? Why are you being mean to me?
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed in front of your screen. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
That's fair, Kirby.
Hello?
Drawing,
anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is
I'm
dead.
invested.
They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming.
That's such a good
so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
I mean, I could step out in the hallway. Can I crouch? Is there any crouching mechanic? Hey, I can crouch. I can walk like a crab for the rest of the game. Are we done in the broom closet now? Have I done it? Have we finished the... Is that all the dialogue? Alright.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board.
No, I'm here.
I guarantee. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I want to go downstairs. Oh. I don't know if I want to go down the stairs anymore. There's a car!
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
They locked me in a room.
None of it made any logical sense.
A rubber room.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
Like the car?
For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
That's fair
And for
enough.
that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply
if I see that
repeating?
car again in
No,
like 2
Stanley said to
seconds.
himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh no. Oh,
then
please.
he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too, surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
No, please don't.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
Is this one of those dreams where you pee the bed and you realize that you
he thought to himself. I'm
like
through
you go
with this
bathroom
dream.
in your dream.
I wish it to be
wake
over.
Up and you
Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons.
I don't
Please.
want to go back to the buttons.
It's all I want.
Please.
I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
I want to go home.
My life is normal.
Fair.
I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Yeah, everything will be fine.
I am okay.
Me. I am okay. Well, that didn't work.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh, okay. I made an alt just to annoy you.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body.
Is she also gonna lose her mind?
And then she turned and ran.
She turned and ran like she was leaving a crime scene? The broom closet reveals our secrets. Oh yeah, that's... I think sitting in that broom closet really made Stanley lose his mind there. Right, where... What happens now? I'm scared. I'm back here.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Door.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy? Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks.
Right, Joseph,
I suppose you would have clicked the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
You got me, right, man?
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Okay. Also, copier behind you. There's a copier behind me. Bro.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this trophy to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way no matter the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Okay. Thank you, Josephine.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
We got this, guys. Imagine being Juicebox. Oh, could not be me. You literally said it was you.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Door 15.
Now, back to door number 437.
By a small roll. By a small wall. I know I did. Listen, it's not my fault.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
You would not believe.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
419? Would that be... Oh, boy. Where's 419?
Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Let's go. 416.
We've almost got it!
Yeah,
now the
baby.
copy machine, do that
Let's
one
go.
again!
Why is he getting swiped? 10 million. You got it, Stanley. Oh god. I almost got it if these balls didn't go
Finish it
wrong.
off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430! Yes!
Yeah, baby.
We did it!
Oh, wow. That felt
Go.
amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today.
We've come far, boys. God damn it, Stanley. Woo! Yeah, we could. Honestly, I'm happy. That's the best time I've ever had in my life. I did go the right way, right?
When Stanley came to a set of 2
Left.
open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, okay, I'll go left. I'll do it. I'll follow your rules. And I've already been in the broom closet, though I don't think I sat in there long enough.
Yet there was not a single person here
Might do that
either.
on my own time,
Feeling a
because
wave of
it's not really
disbelief,
something I wanna do
Stanley
right
decided
now.
to go up to his boss's office. Hoping
Let's
he might, coming to
go.
a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, cool. Oh, the bathroom, let's go. To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. Now delete it, wait 5 years. Come on, man. Can't see myself in my reflection. Can I use the toilet? No, okay. Every game I play, they don't let me use the toilet. No, there's no one at reception. What's these doors do? Oh, look, it's a panda. With a business strategy. Written by Batman, that was. I'm sure it was. There's an elevator. Can I just go wherever I want? Let's go up. Oh my god, why is that music so loud? Okay. Taking a huge dump. My whole remote is shaking. Love elevator music. Yeah, it's great. Loud as hell. It's not as good as Freddy Fazbear's. Certified elevation moment. Dumping a whole beehive, I swear. If you could hear the noise my remote is making from the rattling it's doing. This elevator's really taking its time. 100% committed. We only need 7 more. Wait, 100 commitment goals? We only need 7 more. Imagine that. What do you Alright, you told me about my subscribe, my follower. Be patient with the elevator, it's his first day. Not commenting for 20 hours challenge. Come on, man. Kirby was really right about waiting for that elevator on. Honestly, I didn't know that the elevator would be like this. How long do I have to... Am I done? You're joking. Does it bring you back to the same place every time? Love the way it helps you reflect. Elevator music tastes like bubbles. Oh, right. 100. Okay, well that was fun. That was lovely.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Could I throw something into the fire pit? Can I go back here?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Yeah, 888 doesn't work, my god.
8.
2845.
And a good old dude saying 8. That was a different clicking noise. Damn. 2845, you say. You're welcome. Thank you, man.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, what did he do?
That's so rude. I was enjoying my time. Hear me out, 666. Yeah, 1 minute. Damn, now I just have to guess. I believe 6 is there. Yeah, 666 don't work, my god. I could put one more 6. Demons? No? Okay. Yeah, it doesn't work, my guy. This seems lovely. Another elevator, you say? Hear me out. You take a nap in the boss's office for 5 years, and then I come back. Right? That's how that works. I take a nap in the boss's office for 5 years, and then I get that trophy. Hear me out, you prank your boss.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Depends what I do, right?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
No, there's just escape down here.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
The back rooms? Yeah, let's go down to the back rooms. I'm going. Pock.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Pock.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Oh yeah, damn straight. Violent death. Woo, yeah, let's go. Off we go. W. Same. Hey man, I die and then I come back 5 years later. Right? That's how it works. Hey, I'm not dead.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence
Is this because
whatsoever.
I put Chica into the
Stanley
trash
can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Off we go. Oh, never mind. Justice for Chica.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Staircase room.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
I don't know.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now?
We got a female now.
Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Nature's paintings. Stanley's computer. Is that the office? Where am I? I feel like I'm in a liminal space right now, and I don't like it. Liminal spaces are scary. The clock. It's the elevator room.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Before the backroom games, there was this. I love browsing game assets and having after the voice in my head got replaced. What is Oh.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
Who?
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Send help?
But listen to me. You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path.
On PlayStation?
Stop now, and it'll be your only true choice.
How she know?
Do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let.
How she know? How she know what console I'm playing on? How about that? How she know? She just outed me. She outed me for playing PlayStation right there. How dare she? God confirmed. No. You can't. The Xbox players suck. I mean, yeah, I don't like the Xbox personally. Back here again. No. Akira.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Let's go.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Turning off the PlayStation actually works. It probably does something, but if I do that, my whole stream turns off. Click the door.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Go this way. I've never played the Stanley Parable, so I should probably follow the actual instructions so that I understand the
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Extra stuff.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright, let's go.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
Sheer luck, baby.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Alright. Let's follow the game's actual intent. Just for 2 seconds. Then we take the 5-year nap. It'll be great. I bet there's like so many endings to this game. Will I ever get there?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Walking through. I think I should press this.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
It can't be that horrible.
Did he have the strength to find out?
I don't think I have the strength. I can't do it, guys. My muscle strength too low.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
4, 2, 7. Right there, baby. Look, it's my office. And maybe a jump circle. I'm not saying there is, and I'm not saying there isn't, but Minecraft moment. Lol. And maybe a jump circle. You guys are referencing things I've not even found yet. How dare you? I'm so glad I found my office though, that's cool. Elevator?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
600. Fired? Someone got fired? Is that the guy who was sorting
he
the
refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I'm very confused. What's going on in
But
chat?
here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I need to vote in chat. Vote in chat. Portal 2 vibes. On or off, guys. I want to vote in chat. Because I don't think I'll do all the endings tonight, but I want to do something. Off. Cloud's the first one to say it. Freedom! Right? I'm sorry, as soon as you say freedom, I gotta go. I gotta do it. Freedom! Free the people. And the people is me. Cloud's vote was the only vote that mattered right there.
Blackness.
As soon as he said
and a
freedom.
rising chill of uncertainty.
Hey, yo.
Was it over?
It might be. Sounds very non-communist of you.
He had won.
For
He
real.
had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet,
Nice goal.
even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
Where had they
How
gone?
had he been freed from the machine's
Run wild and
grasp?
free.
What other
about
mysteries
them?
did this strange building
What
hold?
happened?
But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized
matter.
none of this mattered to him.
at
For
the
it was
sky.
not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer
What am I
would
gonna do
anyone
out
tell
there? I
him
don't
where to
know
go,
house, do I?
what to do,
Do
or
I have a
how
house?
to feel.
I'm not gonna wife. So.
Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It
What's
was
the cake
perhaps
lie, though?
the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Freedom.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation,
Skyrim
the immense
2.0.
possibility of the new path before
You're right.
him. This
Sword
was
Art Online
exactly the
beta
way,
test.
right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Oh, at least Stanley's happy though. Freedom. That's cool. Oh, sorry, it's gonna take me back to the exact same place, isn't it? Back in the office cubicle. Back at it again. Damn, look at that natural industrial parking lot. Would have looked great there. No. Come on, man. True. Oh, boy. Okay. I'm gonna go the opposite way, just for the crowd.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Now I'm gonna
Stanley
go in the
decided
right
to go to
door.
the meeting room. Perhaps he
I'ma
had
be a
simply missed a
rebel.
memo.
It was the door we meant. It was the door we met along the game. Start the game. Door moment. Not having a door moment. I'm going this way.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Can I get a
It had
soda,
really
Steve?
been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Oh, it was giving
Stanley
me
simply
superliminal
stood here,
vibes.
drinking it all in.
Oh, come on. Damn it. The freedom we were looking for with the friends we made along the way.
Really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Mug say. Number 1 dad. I love Mom. Happy Valentine's.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
I want a drink.
It's possible that this is why everyone left.
He can't do a kickflip. No money, broke. No. I don't want to be broke. Alright.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Nope. No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Is there anywhere I can jump to?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Good job. I should have waited for it to go just a little bit higher. I'm gonna do it again. You say lol? I'm gonna do it again. I will make it across that platform. I will. This is freedom at its finest. Need to time it right. I think I had to wait for it to be higher up. Forgot to say there
Stanley
was no
knew the
jump.
office layout like the back of his hand.
I need to wait for it to get
It was only a matter of time before he
enough so
found
that
the
I
others,
can just,
wherever they
walk
were.
off and land on it.
Just a matter of time.
I got this, guys. Hashtag no brain, just Stanley.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes,
so good in here.
this room.
Anyway.
But eager to get back to business,
So eager.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Unless magic circle, then jump. Yeah, but
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
But like, I could.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm
got
not.
this, guys.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been... What? But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I would have, but it's not on PlayStation. Do you think I can actually get there if I wait for it to get high enough? Or am I wasting my time? Because I really want to make it across there. Is it possible? Can it be possible? Please? Attempting 100% of Vocaloid. Goddamn juice box. Is it? Yeah, I did it. Do I just have to wait for it to get higher then? Because I want to go for it. It is possible. Well, now you've fueled it. The fire is here.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Speed.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that caught... But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Just need to wait. Okay. I want all of the
Stanley
jumps.
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
It was me calling. Oh, damn it. I missed the phone.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Oh.
Someone you... What? Really?
Freedom.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
I don't want to give you a chance.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
You should go get it. 1 minute. I can't. Damn it, Joseph, you should have told me sooner. Do I trust him? Come on, guys, it's the classic thing. The red pill or the blue pill. N9. Yeah, I'm not down by N9, my bro. I'd have to go back for that. Red pill or the blue pill. If you look in chat, Cloud is actually red and Josephine is blue, so go blue. Blue. Everyone's saying blue. Or go blue. Blue for life.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Cloud's saying red, and honestly, I'm kind of scared. The atmosphere changed very suddenly. Blue sounds like moo, and cows are neat. I love cows.
I still don't think we're communicating properly.
Oh.
Stanley walked through the red door.
I'm colorblind. Escape the Matrix. I'm colorblind, actually. Look behind. Aha.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen?
Yep.
Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Yeah. Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that?
Red.
Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles?
Yep.
Skill trees?
Yep.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
If I just nod.
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Yep.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley.
Cows.
Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices?
5 out of
Feel
5.
free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical
1.
feedback here.
No cow. I mean, he's right though. There is no cow. Oh, it's 5 out of 5. This is...
You see, I knew I was onto something.
No, this is
Where
great.
do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct
4.
mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try.
Could.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh, look at that. Look, worldwide leaderboard.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
That's about a free right there.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect.
No, I'd
Let me
love
boot
to.
it up.
Let's go. I'm scared. What have I done? I think
in this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours.
Yeah, that's
so why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over.
Oh.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Who else's game are we playing? What are you on about? Batman for free, Paul.
Aha! Fascinating.
Is this Overwatch?
What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
I don't think this is
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man, spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower. Perhaps for some sort of twisted, erotic purpose.
Yeah, you get the dog.
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Remember when I played this? Yeah, I do. That was like ages ago. Can I actually just play Firewatch now? That's awesome.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
What?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
No.
Oh.
No!
Thank goodness, Stanley, what a close call.
I wanted to go
you
to
really
the
wandered off into
lake.
that thing. That big, open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any...
Yeah, but it's gonna store you.
Oh, thank
And
heavens we
toilets
avoided
around
it.
here? Did you block
We're
off my
out of the
toilets?
woods now, Stanley.
Oh, no.
Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game.
Oh, but I was happy
Preferably
in this
something
game.
with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Oh, too much freedom. Oh, come on.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
What game am I going to? Wall Simulator?
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in
Not
mind.
Rocket League.
Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design.
I'm always on
Stanley,
Bluetooth.
if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
I mean, I could go on the roof, I guess.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's
I'm
see.
meant to get the ball.
There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay,
I
Stanley,
have the
here's
car?
the ball. Have fun.
Oh god. Oh no. I'm not a car, sir. This is like playing Rocket League POV though.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball.
Did you just say two?
Yes. Oh, goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it?
What am
Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable.
I can't play with
more balls.
Oh god, I'm gonna die. What am I can't even play with these. I'm not even going against anyone.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley? Are you having fun? Is this a real video game? Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over. That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you.
I don't need boundaries.
Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I am structure. I'm your... Hold on. What are you doing?
I should have known. You don't go flying out. Oh god.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you.
Oh.
How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Filing cabinets. I'm falling deeper into the multiverse. I'm afraid I have fallen into the multiverse of this game. Nice. 427 will be down here, right? Yeah, baby. It's my office. Well, he's not looking. Load up solitaire.
I wonder what he found.
Oh?
If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. Right, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back.
I'm happy. That's what I'm saying. I'm happy down here.
Very soon.
Oh.
I can wait.
Sounds like fret. Are we done? He always comes back. No. No, he can't. Not Peapod Afton. He always comes back. My bird just made a water noise. That's the weirdest thing I've heard him do. What? Come on.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Hell?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That doesn't normally turn that way. I swear.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I'm good. I'm good for that.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
I'll stay up there this time.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten.
What? Really?
Okay.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Yeah, I've probably passed it again. Whatever.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
The blue door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly.
Okay,
Stanley walked through the... Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me.
Well,
Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And
Why is your voice doing that?
Well, I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Alright. I trust us. I trust this guy. He just wants to help me. Big doubt.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Stop doing that. It's a space.
Here.
Oh, it's pretty.
Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley,
Tron.
I think I feel
it is like Tron.
happy. I actually feel happy.
Why is this it's reminding me of Subliminal so much. Or Superliminal. I mean, yeah, this is pretty, but like...
No, wait. Where are you going?
I'm just walking around.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
No, we'll be fine.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley. No! Oh, thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment.
Yeah.
Now, can we please get back to the other room?
I mean, what do we do if we go back to the other room? Do we just stand around for the rest of our lives? Ooh, it changed color.
There. See?
Suicide ending.
This is what you want.
Double down.
This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
No, I had
Stanley,
someone in chat
go
say
back.
double down.
There's nothing good that can come from
They
this.
said double down. You know when someone says double down, you gotta double down.
No. What are
Yep,
you doing?
I'm
Do you
doing it
just not
again.
believe me? What can I say to convince you?
You can't say anything to convince me. I'm doubling down. I might have to triple down. I'm not sure. Let's go.
Stanley,
Damn it.
let's go back to the other room. Can you do that
He's so
for me?
sad. Do it for the Vine. Exactly.
My
Kirby
God.
said do it for the Vine.
Is this really how much you dislike my game?
No. Someone said
That
do
you'll
it for
throw
the Vine.
yourself from this
Triple
platform
down.
over and over to be rid of it? You are literally
tripling
willing
down.
to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
No.
Am
They
I
said
reading
do
the
it for the Vine.
situation correctly?
No, they said do it for the Vine.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know
No, they
anymore.
said triple down. Do it for
I
the
just
Vine.
wanted us to get along.
I gotta go.
But I guess that was too much to ask. It
Quadruple
looks
down.
like
I'm
you wanted to make a
quadrupling
choice
down.
after all.
Stop sounding so
Well,
sad.
this one
man.
is yours.
It's for the Vine. You ever heard of the Vine before? You should try it out sometime. It's great. We live our best lives if we just...
Is it over? It's
Aw,
going
I'm
to
still
restart,
alive.
isn't it?
Yeah,
I'm
probably.
going back.
It's for the Vine, man. Don't be sad. Exactly. Why would you be sad? It's for the Vine. It's for the Vine. I quadrupled down for us, boys. Think of the views. All the sweet, sweet views. We can put it on Who's Been Framed. Does anyone know any cool
How long was I
endings
sitting
they
there?
want me to get
Stanley
to?
wondered to himself. Minutes? Days?
Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned?
Got my dollar store
He made
camera.
a note to be more careful with time from now on.
Oh, new content?
New content?
What does that mean, new content?
New content. Where am I going? Where am I going? I saw new content and I went with it, even though New Game Plus. I ran. Okay, I saw the new content and I went.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Yeah, no problem.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Oh.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Am I that late?
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Or I try to.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful.
Yeah,
I'm very
great.
excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
I'm sure it's gonna be awesome.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
You write me when I wake up from a long nap. Fair.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go.
There you go.
All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
This is gonna be great. We're gonna love this. Look at this fake grass we got going on.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if the... Oh, okay. Let's see the content.
Yes.
Give me the content, Stanley.
I love content. The jump circle.
All right. All right, let's see it.
Content close game for 5 years.
The
No.
jump circle?
I can jump. Guys, I can jump. Yeah, baby. Oh. Don't waste them all. Okay, one more. There you go. It's on 22. What a good number. Don't waste your jumps. I got 22 left. It's fine.
Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say,
really nice
initial impressions of this game are not positive.
A better number.
It's just elevators and jumping.
The station.
Is this what passes for exciting new content?
Yep,
If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
Exactly.
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game? And we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
No. Oh. I wanted the new content. I just wanted the content. Let me keep the jump circle, please. Stanley getting cancelled for what? What did I do? Stanley didn't do nothing. Oh boy. I'm tired apparently. They came out of nowhere. I hope they make Disco Circle. Oh, it's my office. Love that place.
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
Getting cancelled on Twitter. Okay. I don't trust this. Do it. Coffee nut. Okay. Yep. I'm playing FNAF again. I'm in the vents. Why? Why am I in the vents again? The need. The want. I'm waiting for my remote to be like, hey, your battery low as hell.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special, and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
What game is this?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Wonder if there's endings on Steam. Memory lane. Good times. Unbelievable. It's impossible to get this achievement. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. Damn, I really have to do that, huh? Crazy.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
I mean, I think it's been more than an hour of new elevator content. It's been memory lane with this 1 hour. Person of the year, Stanley.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect.
9 out of 10.
It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise.
I mean, can I go in there? The serious room. I want to go in the serious room. Let me into the serious room. Come on, man.
Oh, these were simpler times, Stanley. What I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
I don't know what's down here. 2013 was a good year for games, actually.
Oh no, oh God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
I couldn't have jumped over the... My jump circle's not here, right? Let me back in. No, it doesn't let me jump. I got no jump. I tried to, it wouldn't let me. There was no circle.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, like with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny!
Oh God.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
I think they upset him with these.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
Oh,
you
no,
can tell me if I'm
preachy.
Honestly, you can.
No,
Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me.
Buddy, it's okay.
I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with.
No.
You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't.
Come on, man, you can be saying preach,
what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record.
Unimpeachable?
I feel like a failure.
Oh,
like I let these people down.
Oh, calm down.
Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Calm down, buddy. Oh,
what's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
I don't wish there was a skip button. Come on.
A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that.
Button.
If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt.
Are you good?
Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
You already made this a while ago.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people, and if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. But the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having... Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not Stanley! Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
Damn, whole night.
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way... Oh, Stanley. You're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you...
What, you just skip?
Oh,
we'll get
hello.
To 5 years
it's
one
you.
way or another.
You're here again.
You
Welcome.
right.
I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time.
Yeah, well. Oh, he's not even speaking anymore? Alright. You gonna... Okay. Morning. Wake up. Fire alarm? What's the beeping for?
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are...
That I'm still here, or... Oh, it's starting to leak. That ain't good.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end,
That's actually really creepy to hear in my ear in the dark, sir.
is never the end, is never the end.
Okay, you can stop that. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, the end is never the end, the end is never the end. He's getting insane. Oh yeah, he going alright. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Oh my god, crazy. I was crazy once. They want me in a room. No, I'm gonna skip that monologue. A rubber room. Oh no. Daytime. I can't get out though. I got a little hunch it might not ever be the end, Joel. You're right. A rubber room of rats. No, come on, man. I'm skipping past that. Rats made me crazy. Did they? Can I get out of here at any point? Crazy. No, please, guys. No, not this. Oh, well, the button fell over. Hey, freedom. No, look, guys, we're not trapped in a room anymore. See? No, we're not locked in a room, guys. We're good. We're not crazy. We're not in a room. agree to some extent. Are you gonna just get until the sun dies in 5 billion years? I mean, I could. In theory. I'm gonna walk towards the sun and hope for the best. Oh. Am I gonna go back to my office? My wee office. My tiny little office. Please, fight the sun. Ah, boss battle, I see. It's loading. Can't wait to hear that epic boss music. Right. Right. Oh. Am I back? Am I, like, actually back?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I am actually back here. Damn. New content. Oh, sign me up.
You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Hey, I'm on it. There's new content. After checking this out, however, I will be going to bed. I am exhausted. Lol. New content, guys. I've always wanted to see new content. It's my favorite thing ever. Let's go. New content. Yeah, that's right, Kirby. New content. Don't mind if I do.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh, damn, really? Number 2?
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Yeah, you're right. Damn, look at these glass doors.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
They're back. 2 doors.
What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there.
Damn,
it's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
You're right. Stanley Parable 2.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be. But let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Oh, it's Netflix. New features. 2 doors, 1 cup. No, don't say that. Hear me out. Make it pay to win. Make it multiplayer. Let's go. No, you guys are mad. Come on. Calm yourselves down. You're getting out of hand. Rowdy, even. The Stanley Parable 2.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
The button that says the name of the player. Hear me out. Jump circle. There's a jump circle here. I want to go see this first. Hear your name in the game. I want to hear my name.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want?
Big,
and of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button, which... Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is.
Jim.
Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature.
Get ready, guys.
Just play along. I promise you'll love it.
For this.
Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
I am Jim.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim. Sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust.
Always.
Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Hi guys, Jim here. Aren't you Jim anyway? Why you need to roll? Exactly, I am Jim. Don't worry about it, guys. Welcome back to the stream. I blacked out for a second. What's Jim? I am Jim. That's all you need to know, Kirby. Alright. Damn, that's my name. Yes, let's go.
See? What a thrill. What a rush. That was you. The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Jim had a hard life.
Jim. It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. No. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation. Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
No. Jim. Oh, I got one last Jim in there. He took away my Jim button. Now I'm just depressed. Why do you take away my Jim button? I was so embodied as Jim. God, I was Jim.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing. An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it would go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
There's a reassurance bucket, that's pretty cool. Infinite Hole, settings, world champion. I wanna go see that. It's locked. Oh wait. Can I... Does the world champion of settings work in here? It should. Oh, damn. That would be a cool feature. And the Jim award for the Jimmiest Jim goes to Jim. Thank you. Your mom's an infinite hole. Okay. You know, what was the need for that? I want to get a free trophy. Get it here. Let's go. Free trophy. Pull the lever.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the trophy will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the trophy is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
They don't hear me. You want to know how to become a settings world champion? Yes. How do I become the settings world champion? I want to know. They won't give me a free trophy, so can I become a settings world champion? Was I close? I want to know. I want to know if my big brain was working.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
While you type that out, I'm gonna go explore. Damn,
collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Oh, 1 out of 6. I'm gonna have to try find all those at some point. Isn't that great? Collect them all.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely
It's the jump circle! Guys!
You know what, Stanley? I actually think the jump circle was a pretty good idea. I'd like to hang on to that for the sequel.
That's awesome. The jump circle is still here, my guys. I want to become a champion of the settings. Do they have to be actually changed? Oh. Does it have to be the sliders? Because there's...
This is the story of a...
Damn it, I did it, Joseph. You didn't do anything. It has to be outside of the game. It's in its main menu, I think. No. If I go to menu, I'll leave, right? I'm just gonna reset all this real quick. There you go. Sorry, autocorrect, I meant gym. Yeah, you right. Okay. I guess I'll do that in overtime. I want to go see this infinite hole. How infinite can it actually be? Rim, surrounding area, depth, infinite. Better be. Is it actually?
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right.
Fall?
Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
I can fall.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Do a flip. I tried to do a flip, it didn't work.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
Why?
Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
It's an infinite hole, though. I love it. This is great. Really like this.
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole.
What?
Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is.
But you said it's
an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite?
Sir?
Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
I'm not the problem.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
It's not
infinite. If that
infinite,
works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on.
I don't want to go to the
I'll
top
just
of
be
the
up
hole.
here when you're ready.
Great. Now, I'm very excited. Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right.
Why do you say for heaven's
The problem is
sake?
you. The problem is that you like holes too much.
I like holes too much.
A normal
That's
person would have said, yep, that's an
not
infinite hole
true.
right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to
Does
see it
it?
all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean,
feel like I didn't
admittedly,
fall as much
I
as
didn't
I
make
did.
an infinite
I
hole.
like your mom.
I
What's
didn't
wrong
think
with
it was
you,
that
juice
not
box?
infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here.
Don't you
If
have
you
school
decide
tomorrow?
you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
I
Had
don't want
enough?
to jump down
I'm
again. Let's
positively
go.
thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where...
That
Wow.
was shorter.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yes.
No, my
I'm
whole
starting to become extremely
No.
certain that the hole is not
Come on,
only not
man.
infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less
This isn't
infinite.
fair.
I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no
Meeting
longer
at 7,
feasible to call the
2
hole
p.m.
infinitely deep, even by the lax overall
Guys, there's a
standards for
meeting at 2
accountability
p.m.
in marketing. What's going on here?
Guys, there's a
Stanley,
meeting
I have
at
no
2 p.m.
explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top,
Don't you
and
have
we'll
to
see if it
breathe
gets any
tomorrow?
shorter.
No, I don't.
Well, there it is.
Oh.
A shame. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed
because
with
it's a
holes,
hole.
but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch.
Literally.
Oh,
Literally fake hole.
Who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is the, teleport button not working?
No, it's
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, I
Hot
mean-
tub level.
I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
What?
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now
Okay.
you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked
I'll
for.
live
It's
down
a
here.
win for
It's fine.
everyone.
Hot
You
tub
get to be
levels,
with the
get some
hole.
water,
I get to do literally
clean it maybe a
anything
bit.
else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity.
We will. So, you got a family? Do anything fun on the weekends? Born in the hole, die in the hole. Whole life. At least it's still kind of a hole. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Got any hole children? Maybe half a kid? I think he doesn't like the hole very much. That's just a theory. Guys, the hole's turned into an elevator of some sort. Guys, I'm scared. I want to go home. What is happening? It's really dark down here. Change my perspective. Music giving me chills. What are the elevator music at? Down on my face. What is happening? Oh boy. Best soundtrack ever. is happening? Can't wait for Stanley Turner for Stupid Smash Bros. That intro. You change perspective, remind me of those heavily edited.
Stanley!
What?
Oh good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment.
Take me back.
How about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole. And I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back.
Okay, cool. So, see you in a bit. Can I actually go back? Yeah? Oh, damn. Social visits are nice. Almost been 2 hours. Yeah, man. God aw, come on.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
I mean, there's merch. Could I get some merch? The end is never the end again. This t-shirt is the best new feature. You heard it here first, folks. Please no screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
I like Get Well Someday. Scan the QR code. There's a QR code? I'm gonna guess you mean at the front. I like Get...
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
Aww.
Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
I'm going EP. Okay, man. That sucks. What a douche. This guy. At
or
the
actually,
merch store, there are
maybe
QR
I should have
codes.
gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Really? I'm going for the tall. Merch. Oh, there are QR codes. I want to scan the Q. This leads to a freaking bug. I swear to God. Scan that merch. Can I actually buy the merch? Can I buy the Toodles by Juice Box? Welcome to the official website of the Stanley Parable 2. The sequel, huh? There's a YouTube link that I don't know if I would need to watch it or not. You might be able to hear it.
See there, Timmy. What's that you're enjoying? Why? It's breakfast, of course. Everyone loves breakfast.
What the hell is this?
You know that breakfast is getting a sequel? That's right. It's called Lunch. And critics are rating
How long
that
is
Lunch will
this?
be everything.
How long is
Breakfast
this?
Plus and more. With a little luck, we may even get a
It's
trilogy
9
series
minutes
out.
long.
Say, you know what a sequel is, don't you, Timmy?
No.
Why, sequels are the world's way of clinging helplessly to the past.
Didn't I
We
call
all want
Timmy
more
the
of things
broom?
we love, and we're all afraid of change, which is what makes sequels so popular.
I don't. It's just explaining what a sequel is. Oh god, I hate breakfast. Good, well good, because breakfast is getting a sequel. The reassurance bucket, I wanna see that.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true.
Here, my guy,
as long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Yay, I get to have the bucket.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Ayo.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they?
Can I wear the bucket?
All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
I would. Cool. I'm never leaving this bucket. I want this bucket forever. Bucket is staying with me.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game?
No, I don't think
that really should be an award if it isn't already.
So I have actually seen everything then. Can I use my jumps up now? Will I need them later? I'm gonna save 10. Just in case. Damn, well that's cool. Where's the exit? This way. I'm bringing the bucket with me. That was fun. That was lovely.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to?
Yeah.
Ready to move on now?
The new content was amazing. I appreciate the new content. It was lovely.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Alright, my guy.
Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Let's go. Oh look, they're giving more jumps.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on, let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go, version 2.
Okay, I mean,
who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
I mean, fair.
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course.
Like what you've just
with respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
Yeah.
Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, this is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. right, perfect.
Huge
Go
W.
ahead. Take a look.
Boss battle. Oh, is that what's loading right now? The boss battle? Sounds about right. Get ready for it, boys. They'll never know. Hey, yo, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good title screen. We make Elden Ring, but now this is crazy. Stanley Ring. That's cool. I don't know where I can leave this off that'll be safe, because it's getting late as hell. But I am enjoying this game. We having fun out here.
This is the story of a man named
here we
Stanley.
go, boys. You're trapped.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Beautiful.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, so it's gonna have all the new features. I think if I'm just gonna try this. If it doesn't work in my own time, I'll make my way back here. I'm just gonna see if it continues, and then I can end it here and save my voice from disappearing. I think it's saved. I think we're good. And I will skip the monologue. Though we love it so much. In Stanley we trust. To this day. You're good. Dip. Okay, yeah, I'm good. Well, thank you, my boys. You've been gone for 4 hours or something. I'd say about 3 hours, because I only played an hour of FNAF, and then 2 hours of this. So that's about 3 hours, so, yeah. GG, guys. GG. Thanks for being here. Love y'all. And, yeah, I'll see you next week or something. Bye-bye. Josephie, no, I can't end my stream like that. Josephie Karakowski the Third. No. No doubling and down doing 8. That's not how that works. Alright, that's my last reply to him. Next year, 5 years. In 5 years' time, I'll come back. Don't worry about it. 5 years, baby. 2025. 2025, no. Alright. Bye-bye. Bye. No, I'm leaving. Goodbye. You can't keep me here. So no. You can't keep me here. I'm not gonna be trapped on Twitch. You can't make it happen. My laptop's gonna die and then there will be no stream. Right. I'm leaving. Goodbye. Bye-bye.